Hello, I'm FPX Toycat, and personally, I've always found the idea of objective building skill in Minecraft to be a really odd one, not least because of the fact that if you take literally anyone and give them enough time, they'll be able to create something that is considered good by someone, I mean anyone besides me that is, but my point is that really great builders are the ones who can do wonderful under constraints. People have to build the exact same object and they have to build it in 10 seconds, then 1 minute and 10 minutes, and it's going to be really great to see the progression between those three builds, but also it's going to be great to see who can make the best build given all three of those time constraints. Who's a good speed builder, but also a good builder of detail when it comes to it. I'm about to put out this tweet right here. At the same time as tweeting the link, I made these 8 sets of 3 platforms, one for each of the builds that each of the 8 players will be making. Someone is about to earn $100. So yeah, we're going to be having people build in 10 seconds for the red here, in 1 minute for the yellow here, and 10 minutes for the green. It's going to be the exact same thing in each round, so we can judge not the ability of someone to build a particular thing, but for someone to build that particular thing under a bunch of different constraints, and that is something I'm looking forward to. As you can see, we have all of our contestants lined up right here on the red island. We're going to give all of them creative mode for precisely 10 seconds, so in that time they need to adjust to creative, they need to find the blocks they're using, and they need to build what we're going to tell them to, which I'll just give you the spoiler right now. It's going to be a boat. They don't know that yet. They're just going to be told boat. They're going to have creative mode for 10 seconds, and we're going to see what they build. This is the real struggle. In 10 seconds from getting an idea, how fast can you build it, and how well can you build it? And now we give creative difficulty to everyone on the server for 10 seconds. Oh my god, most of the time is taken up looking at that, and we see what people can build in that time. So it turns out I forgot to give everyone the actual ability to build, even though they're in creative. So everyone's just panicking on what to do in those 10 seconds, and it seems only boats could be placed, and it's kind of amusing, but let's just fix that real quick. Oh, someone worked out this is actually a video challenge, darn it. So everyone has access to creative difficulty for 10 seconds, count them and weep, and we're gonna see exactly how they end up at the end of those 10 seconds. It's kind of funny to see just the panic and the scare in everyone's eyes, but there are the 10 seconds gone. We're now gonna remove everyone's ability to do that, and we're gonna see what they've ended up with. The 10 seconds are of course finished, and you can see how some people were a bit more ambitious than others. Looks like Papa Lags 2 here has gone kind of nicely with their boat idea, but right now it's just a chair with a little thing attached. This is a boat outline, you could say quite easily, with some water in the bottom of it. This is, I mean, again, this is the most complete thing you can make in 10 seconds, I feel like, from Krieger Comic 204. We got this thing that is technically a boat with a boat around it. I mean, this is a drawing of a boat with pressure plates. Or is it even that? Is it just a 1? You know, Alex v Dog, points for creativity. This is impressive given the amount they built in 10 seconds, but depressive given it's not really a boat. And this is kind of like a SpongeBob boat. It's like a motorized boat maybe. But now the next challenge is how well can people build in 10 minutes. Okay, so I've let everyone know they've got a minute to build a boat. As soon as the same, creative mode begins, they have access to any block in the game they like for 1 minute to build a boat out of, and hopefully they can do better than last time. I mean, they've got 6 times as much time, right? Go, 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 go. So yeah, with a minute to, jump into this one, you can see the difference in strategies. Again, Krieger is just zooming through this, it looks like. We've got like some actual like outlines going on with Papa Lugs over here. And then you can see, weirdly enough to me, there's some people who are starting with the water first more than anything else. Which way this works out is beyond me. But right now, if I had to take a bet on it, I would probably say that like, Haunted Zombies has got the nicest continuation from his previous build, but it's not looking so great overall. But maybe Papa Lags is going to build just the thing that he wanted to earlier, but with more time. It's really hard to see how this one will go down. Yeah, this is fascinating to watch, right? The difference in strategies. 8 different people, all with 8 different ideas of how a boat should look, and all with the same limitation on how to do so. And that is 1 minute. So this is where everyone's ended up at. As you can see, we've actually got some finished boats this time. I do like this. So many people, started so differently, but pretty much everyone either stole the idea from each other, or maybe it's just a great idea, but has gone for a flag of some form. We've got 6 white flags and 1 red flag, so points for originality right there. And yeah, looking around at these, you can see how the first round results really haven't quite correlated so perfectly into the second round. I'd say the worst of the round, which was, or the most creative of the round, has definitely resulted in a boat that is not the most creative of the round. I mean, besides that it doesn't use wool for the flags. I'd say the, the most interesting ones here is this one, because it uses water. It's a nice Viking boat that is really detailed given the size, right? You can see how there's a few really nice different boats going along here. Again, hate to break it to you, Papalogs, SS Toycat. You know, actually, Papalags, I was, you know, being kind of mean there, but it is the SS Toycat, so bonus points for that. But I feel like this might be the worst boat of the round, because it still looks like a chair. It's just at a different angle. Maybe there was more time needed here. And then Joker Gaming YT also has, you know, this nice thing right here. Our loser user is sweating real hard right now. I need to see their boat and see why they're sweating. They did a pretty good job, actually. Again, it's not really a boat, I wouldn't say, but it's pretty good stuff overall. So as we look at the first 2 rounds, it's kind of interesting to see how you can see some trends emerge of good and bad, but I wouldn't yet say there's an obvious winner or an obvious second place or a third place or anything, which is why I'm so fascinated to see the 10-minute round. This is the more traditional Minecraft building contest, right? This is giving you as much time pretty much as you need. I mean, 10 minutes isn't as much as some builds take, but it's like the traditional speed build. Let's see what people can do here, and let's see how it correlates to their much faster rounds. So yeah, everyone is ready for their 3rd round now. They're going to be building in 10 minutes, something they're not sure of yet, although I feel like most people are expecting the boat round. But that's where I shock them when I say, you know what your 3rd prompt is? And we are off to the races. Everyone is in creative, everyone has their 10 minutes to start building, and I'm curious to see how this one goes. Will people still need to be as fast? Will they still panic around as much? Or will they use the last 2 rounds of experience, a minute and 10 minutes, to make something that's even better? The other interesting thing is, like, because of the fact that they've got these limited sized platforms, realistically, you'd probably want more to build a 10-minute boat, right? So this limitation is one that people are going to really have to factor into their impressive plan. So yeah, the speed question is one that has really kind of thwarted Duckman 19,007 here, who seems to have got his boat finished pretty much already. Bear in mind he's got just over 9 minutes left to go on this one. We've got Rip Creeper, who fascinatingly enough seems as though is just going for a simple boat. I mean, maybe everyone will be finished in the first 2 minutes, it's looking like right here. Krieger might have the lead so far, but again, this fascinates me. The Abstract Art Award is seeming like it's going to go to Alex V. Tux so far, because what is this? I genuinely don't know. Okay, you know what? I take back what I said about this first boat being pretty much done. This mast has really added some detail. The fact that we're getting different boats, the fact that we're getting different styles of boats and stuff, that's the skill we're trying to test, and that is why seeing 3 builds from the same person is going to be really key. I love the fact that everyone is really building their heart out, as you can see. We've seen so many restarts from Horton and someone over here. Everyone wants to win the prize, not only, you know, because who doesn't like money, that's a fun fact too, but also the prestige of having won a prize is almost half of the fun of winning money, right? I mean, the other half is having money, which is the gift voucher to everywhere. I'm loving this second flag going on right here. Again, if you've got unlimited vertical height, why not take advantage of it? It's going to mess with the proportions of the boat a little bit, but I mean, clearly it's working right here. We are 7 minutes in, and honestly, the only thing that's becoming clear is that we might have a contender for worst boat made in 10 minutes. Again, the skills given a minute and, 10 seconds are something, but, they crack given the 10-minute challenger. And you can see the reverse happening in a few of these cases. Some people who made some amazing boats given the time, but, given less time, just weren't so amazing at it. And it's, that is what we're really testing here today in this. Inquiring minds need to know, do you think these little cannons they've got going on right here actually fire? I don't want to do it mid-build because I don't want to mess them up, but that could be a game changer. I love working cannons. There is 1 minute to go. I am really starting to worry for Haunted Zombie over here. I'm really starting to worry for Krieger Comic. Again, I feel like it's a great boat, but it just... something is going weird with that one. Maybe it's just me. Tell me if you disagree. Everything here is in the last few seconds of polished work, making it the best it can be, because, again, the small differences are really the things that make a great boat from a terrible boat, in my opinion. The time is officially up now. Everyone has lost their creative privileges, and now the only question is who made the best boat, do you think? And now comes the struggle, which is working out which were the worst and which were the best. We want to award a first, second, and third place award here. Which of these 3 sets of boats is the best set of boats, and therefore who is the best builder worthy of the prize? Let's give an award for flattery to Papalags 2 over here. This is a beautiful rendition of Toycat is our father, Toycat is yes. I love it. I want to give it the crony capitalism, the nepotism prize of like, yep, that is the best one, but I'm not going to give it the best award. Same with Joking Gamer YT. I mean, it's a really great functional boat. Again, if this was in a survival world to live on, this would probably be the nicest one in my opinion. So following up from that, we've got Haunted Zombie over here. Again, want to give some form of award to, but sadly, I don't see a boat in this. I look at this and I see a hovercraft. I mean, this sign is wonderful. Who doesn't love it? I mean, it's got a lovely little red flag, but sadly, just like the boat that he himself has made, this is a red flag that shows me this is not a successful one. The one that stands out the most is definitely the one made by Alex V Dog. Alex V Dog gets the award for thinking outside the box, for doing an amazing job at making 3 different boats that were so different to every other one made in the round. I'd say the first round is either the most abstract thing in the world, or maybe you like it. Maybe you think this is beautiful. Thinking outside the box is a wonderful concept. This one, same thing. It was outside of the box. Maybe not the best one, but definitely not the worst or anywhere near the worst. And the same one here. This is a speedboat. Everyone, when they make a Minecraft boat, they make a version of the same thing, right? No, he makes a speedboat out of snow, is that? Yeah, snow and lapis lazuli. I love that as a concept, and I'm giving him 3rd place just for this amazing thinking outside the box. There is a prize for making a really good build. I look at this one from Losing User 8268 and I see definitely an amazing like little build right here. As you can see, it's got a bunch of sheep, it's got a cannon on it, which is wonderful. You can see how just over here there's a nice boat. Also, yes, this is a dictatorship of judging. What do you think, chat? Do you disagree? Guess what? There's no chat, there's no comment section I take advantage of here. Although, like the video and leave me a positive comment for algorithm reasons. This is definitely one of the best builds, and alongside that, I have to say, this is one of the best builds as well. The 3rd is actually one of the weaker in the series, I would say. I mean, the water gimmick was kind of nice the 2nd time. The 3rd time round, honestly, it's not as fun. I mean, it's something that's been done before. It's something that isn't quite as unique, but I do have to say, the first 2 rounds in this from Rip Creeper are definitely some of the most impressive. This is a really good job for 10 seconds. This is a really good job for a minute, and this is good enough to stand up the test of time. So the question becomes, what matters more, your overall performance or being the best in a couple of rounds and being good in a 3rd round? And this is why, instead of putting that question up and instead of me going, oh yeah, we got a 1st and a 2nd, so my plan right here is to take what I think are the 2 best, most versatile builders, Loser User and Rip Creeper, and I'm going to give them a bit more of a real world challenge. Again, test another part of their skill set, and that skill set is going to be something even more fun than either of these, I think. So now we are going to do a face-off round. We have got 2 slightly bigger platforms. We've got our 2 best builders who are most versatile given the previous situations, and now we're going to give them both 5 minutes to build something. So this last round is going to be 5 minutes, and the theme is going to be cave update, or at least they think it's going to be 5 minutes, but I have a little bit of a twist in store for them at the very end right there. Let's give them their 5 minutes, and let's see who can best represent a cave update with just 5 minutes. So I, for one, am fascinated to see how this one is going to go. It's an entirely different prompt. They've been building boats for the last 12 minutes, but how's it going to work out for the rest of them? I love the different initial starts. Again, we've got 2 people who are clearly very competent at building under time stress, but they know that this is, like the most time stress they've had, right? This is the ability to win or lose potentially, and they've both gone at it from very different angles. I kind of like that. Okay, 2 minutes in, I'm really liking the way this is working with Rip Creeper. I feel like he's got a really nice shape for a cave, whereas Loser User, on the other hand, has got a internal... Oh, wait, it's facing the other way, actually. So this cave has got some vines in it. It's got some lanterns in it. Using the time that they think they've gotten, this is really great so far, right? There is now a minute to go, by the way, and it is absolutely crazy to see that, like, yep, Rip Creepers has seriously upped the game, whereas I feel like, Loser, you just started really great, but the expansion possibility isn't quite so wonderful there. Although they've got this wonderful looking thing at the edge of the cave, but you can see quite clearly how they've got different visions, right? They both have the idea of a cave, but beyond that, it's really hard to say what they're doing beyond that, right? And that difference toward building is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the parts of Minecraft that's essential, but we have now hit the 5-minute timer and people are gonna have to stop building. So both Rip Creeper and Loser User probably believe this is over, right? But there's a twist. So yeah, I've let people know that they're switching sides. People find it to be a fun little twist, and we're gonna be seeing how well people can finish the other side. Or, in fact, the tables have turned, you could say, and it's gonna be a fun little challenge on that regard. So now they're looking at entirely different build styles. They're both actually just looking around trying to work out what they've got. And now we're going to see how people can improve someone else's build. Again, Rip Creeper's got a maybe more interesting interior. I would say Loser User is more beautiful in a lot of ways, but the interior's not quite as good. I mean, it's bigger, it's more spacious, it's better in some ways. But now it's how they can work on each other's playstyles. But the thing about Minecraft building is it doesn't take place in a vacuum. Some people do build entirely in their own solo worlds. I am one of those people. But the truth is, to be a good Minecraft Builder, not only do you have to work under the limitations of time, but the limitations of time and the people around you. When people build things next to your things, it affects how your things look too. That is the very nature of how cities and planning across many different places works, and now we're going to be seeing with another 5 minutes how both of these people will react. Now I am really curious to see how they work with each other's stuff. You can already see there is this, move to make some trees on top of here. Loser User is doing a great job at working with what they've been given and improving it in the ways they see fit. And I feel like Rip Creeper just has such a different ambition that they're kind of working their ambition into Loser Users. Oh, this is an interesting move. Rip Creeper has just removed the wall with the choices of which thing you pick from. They've just removed that altogether because they think a cave, a really good cave as far as the structure goes, is more important than having a great cave as far as that goes. Or in fact, actually, they've moved it into an entrance as well because they want to show it to what they know is going to be the judges. Again, this is clever. This is Rip Creeper taking an element of Loser User's build that wasn't so great and turning it into something that they can show the judges more effectively. So we've got 2 minutes left to go. I'm definitely feeling bad for Rip Creeper. They definitely had the short end of the stick in terms of how much they had to do to what they had. Whereas you can see Loser User is just working on small internal features by comparison. And that, tragically enough, still might end up in them winning. But we have no more time left. As you can see, both users were cut short a little bit in their plans. And now the question is, who had the better build? Who made a cave update better? Was it Rip Creeper working with the foundations from Loser User, or was it Loser User working with Rip Creepers? They're both pretty good builders in their own right, I think we'd agree, but who can improve the others the best is something we're now going to put to all of the players right here. They're going to be our judges for the day. Now everyone has been instructed to look at this red line right here and use it as their dividing point. If they stand on this side, they are voting for Loser User's build, their wonderful cave update. If they stand on this side of the line right here, then they are voting for Rip Creeper's version of Loser Users, and I really want to know which is going to be considered better by the users. Okay, even more changes are happening. People are looking at each other and changing their votes, it seems, based on that. But we have 5, maybe 6 players right here on the side of Loser User at the final tally, and only 2 with Rip Creeper. I am sorry to say it, Rip Creeper, but Loser User, you are the winner. Just to give you a tour around the builds one last time, now they are completed, here is Loser User's cave update. As you can see, we've got ourselves a wonderful blacksmith villager from the Tiger Biome, which is fun. We've got some nice swamp lily pads in there. We've got a fireplace because, caves should have real reasons to live inside of them, and fireplaces in a cave could give you some, nice buff effect. Cave update, they're doing a good job. As you can see, there's a cave villager. That's what he's really doing down here. Maybe he could have some cave trades for you. That would be nice. The vines add some atmosphere, the nice stalactites, I mean, it's the best they can do in Minecraft materials, make Loser Users build really nice. But how does it compare to Rip Creepers right here? Rip Creepers is a much thinner, narrower cave. It's filled with fire and danger and light, so, it's kind of panicky, as you can see right here. It's got the same lily pad effect, but when you get to the other end of it, it seems to end nowhere. I really like the aesthetics of this cave, but as far as what signifies cave update better, it might just be Loser User in my opinion. Again, I love Rip Creeper's overall build design. It's a better build for a cave, and it might be a better build overall, but we'll have to put it to the judges now. Loser User is officially the winner. $100 has been sent. We had to work out his Twitter username. I won't share it with all of you, but we'll just send the proof that we did in fact pay him via a gift card of his choice. And yeah, now $100 has been sent. And that is the end of that one. Being good at Minecraft building isn't just about one aspect of it. It's about a lot of things in my opinion. I don't think you can be good at Minecraft, but if you think that there is objectively good and bad Minecraft building, I think the criteria should take into account the fact that Minecraft is an open world game. And I really love to see how people do fare under different circumstances. I loved seeing all of these people build their boats today. I have great gratitude to everyone who came along and built and competed in this little contest. It was fascinating to see, and hopefully you enjoyed the journey alongside me. I really do like this as a challenge concept. Let me know if you think it's a great one too, because the 1 minute, 10 minute and 10-second challenge is a great way to challenge yourself to be better at anything really. Like, do something, see how well you can do that thing under different circumstances, and then that is how you improve. If you look at these 24 Minecraft boats, 23 of them, roughly, maybe 22 you could argue, are the same, and that is a thing which just proves that, like, when you think Minecraft boat, you think an image you've seen of a Minecraft boat, but maybe you should be trying to make one from scratch based on what you imagine in your head. Actually, that'd probably be much worse, but yeah, this is a realization about a lot of things that maybe you enjoyed. I hope that you did, and make sure to let me know with a like or a subscribe or something. I think this was a lot of fun, and if you want to see more of these, then I might tweet them out in the future. If you're curious, on Twitter is where I tweet this sort of thing out because it's the fastest way to, just get in contact with subscribers. If you want to follow me at IBXToyCat, you can do that there. Don't tweet me asking when this is going to happen. I'll tweet it out, and if you tweet me asking when it's going to happen, I'm just going to say 2020, and that's not going to be very useful. But for now, thank you for watching, because I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.